talk of a third match, but it wasn't competitive. It was completely one-sided. It was one of the most vicious beatdowns we've ever seen.
Everyone thought he was done. The critics were loud, the doubters were everywhere, but Alex Pereira just proved them all wrong in the most savage way possible. He didn't just beat Magomed Ankalaev, he completely dominated him and left no room for arguments. This is the kind of performance that changes everything. Before this fight even happened, Alex revealed something powerful that gives you chills. He talked about his past, working long hours in a tire shop just to survive, but here's the thing, he doesn't try to forget those days. He keeps that memory fresh in his head on purpose. Why? Because it reminds him of what he's fighting for, to never go back there, to keep climbing, and to prove that hard work pays off no matter where you start.
Wanted to remind myself of that. I wanted me to remember that moment and kind of put that responsibility on me of not wanting to go back to the tire shop, because a lot of people ask, how'd you make it from, the tire shop to being a world champion? And it's what I've told myself all along, that I wasn't going to go back to that. So I wanted to remember that.
Mas eu vou pro Brasil e eu vou voltar na borracharia. Mas com esse cinturão aqui, ó.
Minutes after knocking Ankalaev out cold in the first round, Alex was asked how he ended another fight so fast. His answer was humble and real. He said his coach Glover Teixeira called it before the fight even started. Glover watched him train and told him exactly what would happen. And boom, it played out perfectly inside the cage. That's the difference between hoping and knowing.
I was just thinking of everything I went through in the first fight and what I wanted to do, and Glover called it. He said it in the interviews because he was seeing what I was doing in the gym, and exactly what he said exactly happened.
At the post-fight press conference, Dana White was hyped. He praised Alex as one of the sport's biggest stars right now. When someone asked if Pereira could become the face of the UFC, Dana said absolutely. He explained that fans love everything about Alex, his fighting style, his attitude, and the way he always delivers when the lights are brightest.
Obviously one of the biggest stars in the sport, but after a performance like that, it just seems like he could really be the face of this organization at this point.
Yeah, people love him. People love the way he fights, and can't be bummed out with the way he performed this evening.
Then his coach Plinio dropped a bombshell that shocked everyone. He revealed that during Alex's first fight with Ankalaev, Pereira was sick and only operating at 40%. This time was completely different. Cruz said Alex was laser-focused, training non-stop in Brazil and Connecticut with zero excuses. His commitment, his mentality, his desire to get that belt back made this version of Alex the most dangerous he's ever been.
Today just showed to me and the team that what real hard work, discipline, and resilience does to you. This guy was sick his entire last camp. He kept saying that he was only 40%. He kept saying he was only 40%. This time I saw Alex motivated, dedicated. No excuses, bro. He stayed at the gym. He did pre-camp in Brazil. Then he came back these 6-7 weeks over there in Connecticut, and no slacking at all. Just focus on the mind. Just with the mindset to go and take that belt back. And bro, I never saw this guy in a shape like I saw today.
When reporters asked where Ankalaev should go from here, Coach Plinio didn't hold anything back. With a smile, he said, Ankalaev should go back home to Mother Russia, but not in America. It was a bold statement that showed just how confident the team felt after such a dominant victory. The message was clear. This rivalry is settled.
As far as Ankalaev, where do you think he goes from here?
Ankalaev, home, back to Mother Russia, but not in America.
Michael Bisping had some interesting thoughts on the whole situation. He admitted that Alex's crazy fight schedule probably affected his performance in the first fight, but after seeing this rematch, Bisping shut down any talk of a trilogy. He said there's no need for a third fight because Pereira already proved everything he needed to prove. Now it's time for new opponents and bigger fights.
About the schedule that he was on, which was kind of crazy, and certainly it looked like it did catch up to him in his last fight against Magomed Ankalaev. But he was right. There isn't going to be a third match. There isn't going to be a rubber match. Absolutely no way. Alex Pereira now is going to go into new challenges.
Bisping doubled down on his point. He said a trilogy makes zero sense because this rematch wasn't even competitive. He called it one of the most one-sided beatdowns in UFC history. Then he highlighted the historic achievement. Alex Pereira is now a three-time UFC champion, and no one has ever lost a title and won it back this quickly and this violently. That's championship DNA right there.
If Magomed made it competitive, then maybe there would have been a talk of a third match, but it wasn't competitive. It was completely one-sided. It was one of the most vicious beatdowns we've ever seen. Alex Pereira now is a three-time UFC champion. No UFC champion has ever lost a belt like that and then came back and got it in quick fashion and made it that easy. No champion's ever done that before, losing the belt and coming back again like that.
He also talked about how crazy Alex's career really is. With only 16 MMA fights, he's already a 3-time UFC world champion, once at middleweight and twice at light heavyweight. Bisping listed all the big names Alex has beaten, 6 former champions including Adesanya and Prochaska, 13 wins total and 11 of them by knockout. Those numbers are just ridiculous.
Insane. The amount of fights that he's had. What's he had? 16 fights in mixed martial arts. He's a 3-time UFC world champion. He's a middleweight champion. He's a 2-time light heavyweight champ. He's beaten Magomed Ankalaev. That's 1. Yuri 2. Jamal 3. Yan 4. Israel 5. Sean Strickland 6. He's beaten 6 UFC champs along the way. And overall, 13 wins with 11 knockouts. It's pretty goddamn impressive. So the question is, who's next?
Robert Whittaker and Johnny Rosas were completely stunned. They expected a fight similar to the first one, tactical and close. Instead, Alex flipped everything upside down. He walked forward, pressured Ankalaev, and landed a brutal right hook that ended everything. They said this was one of those rare moments where a fighter loses, comes back, and delivers total destruction.
We could see much of the same fight we saw the first time. Because there isn't a lot of times like this happens. You know, a champ loses, they get the instant rematch, and then
they win.
180 degrees change the fight. Okay, it wasn't like it was another close fight. No, he just walked him down like he found him in the wrong house and beat him up. That was crazy,
dude. That right hook, man, just came in. And to be honest, like it didn't come out of nowhere. It was just he fully loaded up on it and just caught Magomed. I don't know,
mate.
He was caught up against the cage. It's nuts.
Alex is a special human being, man.
Whittaker kept going, calling Alex a truly special athlete. He said Pereira has everything you could want: the size, the power, the skill, and the killer instinct. Whittaker made it clear that very few fighters have all these qualities at once. He added that with Alex's current mindset and confidence, there's nobody in the light heavyweight division who can take that belt from him. He also said Pereira's calmness under pressure makes him even scarier every single time he steps into the octagon.
Like, he is unbelievable. Like, he has the right genetics, the right height, the power, the elite caliber skill set, the mind frame to go in and do what he wants, the eyes, the instincts to go through with his intentions. Mate, he is a special human being. To have that like that kill switch power and the mentality and everything else to go along with it, mate, he is special. And you know what's even wilder is that there is no one in that division that's going to be able to take it away from him, I don't think.
No.
Denis Shkuratov couldn't believe what he just watched. He called Pereira's victory unbelievable and absolutely crazy. He said he had to speak up because this was one of those performances that leaves you speechless. For him, this wasn't just impressive, it was one of those shocking MMA moments that remind everyone why Alex is so dangerous and special.
I just wanted to react to Alex Pereira winning, man, because this thing was unbelievable. Pretty crazy.
Shkuratov also analyzed the alternate angle footage that the UFC posted on Instagram. He pointed out that the fight ended in just over a minute, showing what happens when a prepared and aggressive Pereira shows up. He said many people expected a longer, tougher fight, but Alex's sharp focus and aggression ended things quickly and brutally.
Dropping the footage on their Instagram straight away from an alternative angle. And for those that missed the fight, let's have a quick look at what happened here. This is courtesy of the UFC, brought to you by the UFC. Let's have a look here. As you guys can see here, Alex Pereira being able to drop Ankalaev. It took about 1 minute and 20 seconds. Many of us believed that this could be an even rougher fight for Pereira if he didn't come out and didn't get aggressive early and sort of do something like this. And there it is. Shows you the difference of a prepared Pereira.
Jiri Prochaska had an emotional moment after watching Alex win back his title. He admitted he's had problems with Magomed Ankalaev, even going back and forth on Twitter. He said he was genuinely happy to see Pereira win. Even though they have their own rivalry, Jiri showed respect for Alex and hinted that their paths might cross again for a third fight. He also said that Pereira's ability to perform in big moments shows the heart of a true warrior, something he really... Goldberg wrapped everything up perfectly. He said the fight went exactly how he predicted. He praised Pereira's signature dominance, saying Alex walked into that cage hungry for blood and delivered exactly that. Goldberg stressed that Pereira's focus and aggression matched his prediction perfectly, coming in to dominate and take back his throne. He finished by saying, Pereira's performance sent a powerful message to the entire division. The king is back and he's stronger than ever. This is what greatness looks like. Alex Pereira didn't just win a fight, he rewrote history again. From struggling in a tire shop to standing at the top of the UFC, his story is proof that pressure creates diamonds. He faced criticism, he faced defeat, he faced danger, and he came back sharper, stronger, and more dangerous than before. This wasn't just a win. This was pure revenge. This was complete domination. This was Alex Pereira showing the world that real legends are forged through fire and struggle. The big question now is what happens next. Will Poatan move up to heavyweight and chase another belt, or will he stay at light heavyweight and build an even bigger legacy? And what about Magomed Ankalaev? Does he deserve one more shot, or was this the final chapter? Let us know what you think in the comments. Was this the greatest comeback in MMA history? Who should Pereira fight next? We want to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into the biggest fights, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next chapter of combat greatness.